Hey everybody, it's Patrick. I'm the guy that writes all the facts on, the guy that write. I say it all the time too. I'm the guy that writes all the facts on, the Ryuu Gotoku series at GameFAQs, known here as, Yakuza, because they released the first two games as Yakuza. I say the same thing every time, so it's gonna be annoying. And anyway, this is, chapter 4. I'm gonna go ahead and go through it. This is actually a really confusing chapter. And it's a pretty complicated one where you're like going all over the damn place. It's also a little long, and it's a lot of babysitting the kids. So people who don't read Japanese are going to be like, I don't know how to go anywhere. There's no flash and dot like a lot of times. Now what happened is, I cut off at like a little early on chapter 3. And what happened there was, at the very end, you bring Saki to Nakahara, and Nakahara's like, he tries to like do this kind of traditional thing where where he like shares sake with you, and he's like, I don't want to do that because I ain't no Yakuza no more. And then like, what's his name comes in, Daigo, who is the guy you left in charge of the Tojo Association, your old group, and he comes in and he goes, well, I'll accept that sake, and then he's like, well, I don't want to go through with these land deals no more. They're gonna be bad for Okinawa. Something's wrong with them, and I'm gonna take land away from Kiryu. So he promises not to do that, along with this like little guy there who's like an attaché to the government, and he, that guy's a little upset about it, but whatever. Then it flash forward to when you're at the hospital looking over Nakahara who got shot, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe he got shot. And there's a sketch of someone who like was like a father figure of Kiryu there. His name is Kazama Shintaro. And he died in the first game, like right in front of you. So he's like, man, my father figure's back, and he shot Nakahara. What? And the same thing happens. He goes to Tokyo and shoots Daigo apparently, and he just got a call from this guy named Kashiwagi, who's like an ally, really powerful guy in the Tojo Association, and he just calls him and is like, Kiryu dude, that guy got shot. He got shot apparently by Kazama. And he's just like, what? How is this possible? That dude was like a totally honorable guy, and now he's dead. So he's reflecting on it, and she comes up and she starts bothering you. You can go take care of some things, and you can bring her around with you if you want to like build up her trust. But I don't like that, so I'm just gonna tell her this bottom. I say I want to go to bed now. And that guy Rikia came a little earlier, if you saw, and he asked to go with you to Tokyo because he's like, dude, like I want to get rid of the guy who got Nakahara too, but Kiryu's like, dude, he'll be eaten alive up there. He's just this country bumpkin moron. He doesn't know what the hell to do. So this dog suddenly shows up out of nowhere. I know you think you're gonna be like, you're like, all right, so I'm ready for Tokyo, and then it's like you're still here babysitting these dumb kids. And Izumi wants to take care of the dog because she had this dog when she was a kid, and she's reminded of that dog right now. And yada yada yada, man. It's pretty lame, but it's supposed to be rad. It is kind of rad. I mean, it's better than friggin' like, hey, you're in GTA land and you gotta like go get some hookers, whatever. This guy's name is Yonashiro Shoji, and they originally think he's there to sell like ice cream or something. Like, what? But he's like, I'm not here to sell nothing, man. I'm here to friggin' teach Kiryu. That Kamiyama guy told me Kiryu would like to learn about weapons, so I'm going to teach him weapons. Now, this is one of the 3 masters you meet. You get a trophy for meeting all 3. And he won't... The important thing is that he shows up in the arena later, but you have to go through all his training and then talk to him afterwards. And a lot of people forget that and then talk to him. So I'm just going to go through this real quick, just so people go like, oh, I understand now. And I'm going to undertake his training, and this is the only way that you can even buy nunchuck or kali sticks, or the third thing that he teaches you, tonfa. You can't even buy them unless you go through this, so it's worth it. Come on, you friggin' stupid nunchuck off me, dude. Stupid straw hat. This ain't no Tom Sawyer, what the hell? I just realized that I hit the wrong button, and I meant to like use my ultimate super on him, and I was too stupid and just jabbed him. A+ for ThePatrick, as usual. I like how it's like, man, I swear if I wasn't showing you this, I would think I was like the greatest player on earth, because I'd just be like, cool. But then now that it's like for other people to see, it's like, hey, look how crappy ThePatrick is, actually. It's really bad. Yeah, nice fro. The hell? Yeah. Now it's time for the second training. I think, yeah, he takes his hat off because he's like, you know why you beat me? It's because I had a hat on. It was like totally cramped in my style. You know, which I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, apparently my style was cramped too. You know, I am also not left-handed. Dun, 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 dun. And here we go. Ah, you punk. What the hell is Tuna 74 song? Whatever. Now, this thing lets you go off like a lunatic if you didn't notice the nunchuck. But, the one that's really important to get is going to be the Kali sticks. Because that one, like, you... Get away from me. You can, like, go into strings and not get interrupted when you get hit. Which is crazy. And you can also guard from every direction. Because it's basically like the dual wield style from Kenzan. For anyone who's ever played that game. Which is probably like, you know, the 4 of you out there. Oh, what's up? Freaking, did I smash your face? He's like, oh, that was cool. Now apparently you know how to use the nunchucks. For some reason that makes you learn the weapon. You know, whatever the logic is behind this game, it's cool because it's still just run around and hit people. At least you don't have to go through like a weird training mini game where you gotta like freaking perfectly do everything or something. So here we go, Rockstar Freak 101. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna learn Tonfa. I know this is like seems like a really big waste of time, and it kind of is, but you know, I just wanted to show people like one of the things that's really been going, like making people go crazy when they try to play this game, and is like really simple things that aren't working out just quite right. And one of them is like you gotta. Ah, man, give me a break over here. You gotta, like, talk to this guy after you take all his training. It's a really simple thing to realize, but, like, a lot of people don't realize it, I think. What is this? I was like, are you ever gonna fight me, dude? I even, like, put the controller down slightly. I was like, okay. Take my fingers off the buttons, I guess. Why always at the stupid leg side, man? I think that's what he's saying. He might just be going like, whoa! He says that an awful lot, too. Oh, thank you. I love this guy's music. Oh, what? That's supposed to look cool. It looked actually kind of weird. It was like some guy flew past another guy and it kind of killed him or something. I don't know. Alright, now let's see. This is I originally was gonna like make these into 10-minute clips, but then I realized that like my capture card keeps dying. So like, what happens is like I go through this like little bit, and then it goes like, oh man, I don't know what I do with those files, and it like deletes my files. So like, I'm just gonna do the whole thing and then split it up later, even though it's a pain in the ass, because it's either that or like save after 10 minutes of play and then start up again, because you know. Oh, you punk. Yeah. What the hell are you doing, dude? I'm just gonna. I mean, are you gonna fight me, or are you gonna like dash around like a lunatic all day? Now, see, that's what happens. Come on, punk. And when you fight like a certain character who's like kind of like a ultimate boss guy, he uses these, and he just, because you can't interrupt him, you just gotta stand there and kind of go like, oh well, I guess I'll just guard and then reverse like this, you know. Because otherwise he'll just go into strings for forever, like he does in Kenzan. You'll see Amon Jono Shin, he just goes into these ridiculous strings for like an hour and a half. And he literally, one time he comboed me a whole entire life bar. I used, you know, automatically used the equipped item that resurrected me and it gave me back health, and he comboed me until I died. And there was nothing I could do, because you can't ever pause it during the time that you're getting comboed. So it's like, that's great. Punk? Give me a break, will you? Man, am I tired of fighting this guy. Come on.